The Praetorian Project is a family of multiplying churches in military communities around the world. I wanted to send this quick video update to let you know some things that are going on in our churches, and thank you for financially supporting the Praetorian Project. So whether you've been supporting us in 2020 with one-time gifts or ongoing financial support, or whether you're considering doing that in 2021, I just wanted to give you an around the world update on what's going on in the project. So we're gonna take a little trip around the world. We'll start out west at Pillar Church of Okinawa in Japan. That church in the spring will celebrate 5 years as a church. 5 years. You'll see that a couple times throughout our trip around the world. But that's a big marker for church plants, for a church plant to hit that anniversary. So this coming spring, they're going to celebrate 5 years as a church. Also, at the end of 2021, they are looking to plant a church, not inside the Praetorian Project, but to reach the people of Okinawa. Japan is very much unreached. Less than 1% of the population confesses Jesus Christ. Most don't even have access or awareness of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so we're so excited that Pillar Okinawa is able to pour into their community where they find themselves to reach Okinawans with Jesus Christ. So we're excited about that in 2021. If we come east a bit to Southern California, we have 3 churches in Southern California. So Pillar Church of Oceanside celebrated 6 years this past September. So we're so excited that God has been faithful and that they have been able to sustain as a church for 6 years. Pillar Church of Oceanside just recently was the sending church for the 2nd time. And they were able to send out Pillar Church of San Diego, just down the road, about an hour down the road in San Diego. So we're so excited that San Diego was able to successfully launch in September of this year. Also in Southern California, we have Pillar Church of 29 Palms. Pillar Church of 29 Palms has been a faithful witness there in the desert. It's a relatively small military community, but it's heavily military, and there are a lot of challenges there in the desert of 29 Palms. As we head east to North Carolina, I'm actually standing in the sanctuary of Pillar Church of Jacksonville, North Carolina, outside of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. And this church is celebrating here in January 8 years as a church. And so we're excited that God has sustained us as a church. In Jacksonville, we're intending to send out as the sending church, Pillar Church of Topsail, again, about just 45 minutes south of where we stand right now. And we're gonna reach the Marines down at Marine Special Operations Command and Courthouse Bay and some of the other areas on the south side of Camp Lejeune. So we're excited about that work. If we head up north to Northern Virginia, we run into Pillar Church of Dumfries, the first Pillar Church. They have celebrated 15 years as a church. They also celebrated this year their family tree of church plants, both inside the Praetorian Project and outside the Praetorian Project. Their entire family tree is 30 churches in 15 years. That's exciting. And they are planting a church this coming year inside the project. Pillar Church of Stafford is going to be planted on the south side of Marine Corps Base Quantico. We're so excited about that. This is the side of Quantico where all Marine Corps second lieutenants enter the basic school, and they're there for 6 months, and then they go all over the world from there. So we're excited about that. If we go north from there, we run into Pillar Church of Woodlawn in Alexandria, Virginia, outside of Fort Belvoir. This is an Army installation. It's a joint installation, so they are reaching many services there in Woodlawn. They have celebrated 5 years as a church this year, and so we're very excited about what God is doing in Pillar Woodlawn. And then the last church, we head up north to Pillar Church of Washington, D.C. They're in the heart of D.C. God has really been faithful to them this year. They have met as a church in 4 different meeting locations in 2020. Some of you have probably had similar in your churches as well. But God's been faithful to sustain them as a church and to grow them as a church and to allow them to be healthy. They have prayers for the years to come. They have some men that they believe are going to be church planters in the next couple of years. So we're excited about what God will do there. So that's what's going on around the world with the Praetorian Project. We're very thankful to partner with you, and we look forward to what God has for us next. Thank you, guys.